Dr. Avinash, what do you suggest are the coping strategies, for what would you suggest in your experience? What have you suggested to people, who come with, heavy anxiety and heavy depressions? They are also doing counseling, yet, they keep coming back to you. So what kind of coping strategies do you suggest to them?
I normally suggest that we go back to the basics and tell them that their diet has to be proper, their sleep has to be proper, little bit of exercise every day, 30 to 45 minutes of a walk. At the same time, socialize with people that are positive. Don't just socialize with people who give you negative
Absolutely.
information. So
Absolutely.
probably find out where your school friends are, go back to them, start talking to them, or find out where your college friends are, try and find them on social media, go back and talk to them.
Right.
Or and also probably even leave out uh, exit WhatsApp groups that trouble you, exit groups that probably are propagating a lot of negative information. So that is something which I tell them even go through your Facebook, and if you feel there are people there who you don't need,
Hmm.
try and eliminate the negativity. That itself gives you a big positive feeling, because there are relatives who you don't like, but they're there with you on your. So that's one aspect.
Right.
I tell them to see movies that make them laugh and make them feel happy, rather than seeing movies which would make them cry, or very serious movies. Plan an outing, maybe if not with the entire family, with one or two family members who they like the most. That's something which they could do. In a COVID period, of course, that's not possible. So I generally tell them to go up to the terrace of their building and take a walk, of course, with someone, because if they are suicidal, then we can't
Yes.
really probably ask them to do that. So that's something which I also suggest. And I tell them go for a drive daily if you can, if they can, probably manage that. So those are things which I suggest. Read positive books. I also tell them there's a lot of reading material available, even
Mhm.
online. But the thing is, you have to make sure that the source is authentic and that
That
what
is
is
right.
being probably conveyed is proper. So that's something which I think is essential. And last but not the least, I think if they believe in prayer and they believe in spirituality and they believe, so some form of yoga helps, some form of meditation helps, irrespective of any religion. I mean, whatever personal prayer they like to do helps. If they feel, even for that matter, sitting alone and thinking helps. Yes, sometimes positive affirmations help. So there are a lot of things that I tell them. I tell them to pick up a new hobby, listen to music. Sometimes some Hindi Bollywood songs can itself be inspiring, and pull them out of what
Correct.
they're feeling. So these kind of things.
Correct. So I think it's also that, the gratitude and the journaling and things like that also are some of the things that, can help people. And I think I've come across so many patients as well who, get into very cardio kind of activities. In today's time, they have Zumba and so many other things as well, right? So especially when you're in a group, we kind of, feel that that connectedness, that feeling of warmth. And I think at the end of the day, it is something to do with, you wanting to feel in a very safe space. So right, very rightly you said the first point, which I think connected, so I'm sure would have connected with so many of us. Go back to your school friends, because I think that is the first place where we actually socialize and we feel very safe in that spot. And then when we go back to that, we actually travel back in time always. So yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Avinash, for your view.